Dear students, in the previous video lectures we have seen the equalization techniques which is used to compensate the intersymbol interference. In this video lecture we are going to see the technique known as diversity which is used to compensate the fading channel impairments. We know the multipath fading occurs due to the multipath propagation. There are three mechanisms which are the causes for this multipath propagation. They are reflection, diffraction and scattering. Due to these three propagation mechanisms, the transmitted signals get diverted into many other directions, and all these signals are collected at the receiver with a different time delay, phase delay and amplitude variations. So these signals will produce the distorted output. So this multipath fading is mitigated or compensated by using the technique known as diversity by using two or more antennas at the receivers. So diversity is a method for improving the reliability of message signal by using two or more communication channels with different characteristics or two or more antennas. It is based on the fact that the individual channel will experience different levels of fading and interference. That is, if one radio path will undergo a deep fade, the another radio path will have a stronger signal. The diversity is usually implemented by using two or more receiving antennas. The multiple versions of the same signal may be received and combined in the receiver. So if the signal received by one antenna may be weaker, the signal received by another antenna may be stronger. So when we combine all the outputs together, the net output will be a effective one. The diversity plays an important role in reducing the effect of fading, co-channel interference and avoiding error bursts. Basically, there are two types of diversity, micro diversity and macro diversity. Micro diversity is a method of reducing the effects of multipath fading as like in small scale fading. The macro diversity is a method of reducing the effects of shadowing as like in large scale fading. So the micro diversity prevents small scale fading. We know the small scale fading is caused by multiple reflections from the surroundings. The small scale fading is characterized by deep and rapid amplitude fluctuations which occur when the mobile moves over a smaller distance. This small scale fading is reduced by the diversity using multiple antennas on the base station or mobile units. Then let us see the various types of micro diversity. First one is called spatial or antenna diversity, where several antenna elements are used and they are separated in space. Next one, polarization diversity, where multiple antennas will receive different polarizations. Frequency diversity, where the signals are transmitted on different carrier frequencies. Next one is temporal diversity or time diversity, where the signals are transmitted repeatedly at different times. Then last diversity is angular diversity, where the multiple antennas are used with different antenna patterns. Now let us see these micro diversity techniques one by one. The first one is space or antenna diversity. This technique uses two or more antennas to improve the quality. The antenna diversity is effective in reducing the multipath loss. Each antenna will experience a different level of interference. That is, if one antenna will experience a deep fade, the another antenna will have a stronger signal. Collectively, such a system can provide an efficient signal. Then the space diversity reception methods are selection diversity, feedback or scanning diversity, maximal ratio combining diversity, and equal gain diversity. The first technique is called the selection diversity. Here we have used m number of antennas. So these m number of antennas are used to provide m diversity branches, small m number of diversity branches. The receiver branch, which has the highest instantaneous signal to noise ratio, is connected to the demodulator. So the branch which has the highest signal to noise ratio is selected and it is connected to the demodulator. That's why this is called a selection diversity. The main disadvantage of this selection diversity is that it is hard to switch between antennas in real time. Then the next technique is called feedback or scanning diversity. Here instead of using the best of small m number of signals, all these m signals are scanned and one signal is found to be the superior signal which has the greater magnitude above a predetermined threshold. So the signal with a higher magnitude above the threshold level is then locked to the receiver until it falls below the threshold voltage. Below the threshold. If it is less than the threshold, then once again the new scanning process is initiated. Then third technique is called maximal ratio combining. In this method, all these signals are made to have the same phase. They are called as the co-phased signals. So after co-phasing, the m branches are weighted. Weighted means multiplied with some values. So they are weighted according to their individual signal voltage to noise power ratio, and all these ratios are added together. This maximal ratio combining produces an output SNR which is equal to the sum of the individual SNRs. Then the last technique of the spatial diversity or space diversity is equal gain diversity. In certain cases, it is not convenient for us to provide the various weighting capability as like in maximal ratio combining. So in these cases, the branch weights are all set to unity. So in this video lecture, we have seen the first micro diversity technique. In the remaining micro diversity techniques, we will see in the next video lecture.